Life struggles, happy moments, bad times, and unforgettable memories.
Join us as we talk about our lives and share a laugh or two with us as we bring you along on our crazy journey called life. Welcome to Two Wives, One World.
Hey listeners, welcome back for another episode.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel or to our podcast on Spotify or any of those cool platforms. Welcome back to another crazy week. We are here. We are ready to talk to you guys. And Nikki, what were we just trying to do? I don't know what the heck happened.
So we had like 5 people watching us trying to stream this episode on YouTube. We thought it'd be cool to try to go live and record what was going on, but I think it was my internet. My husband and I are trying to run cables in our house so we can have like a physical internet connection, and it hasn't happened yet. So I think my internet connection just wasn't strong enough, so it couldn't go through. But if you guys watched that, that's what you were seeing, us trying to go live to answer some of your questions. But that is what we're going to be doing in this podcast, and you will get to see it tomorrow, which would be today for you, is Wednesday. Yeah. Cass, how have you been? Like, what's going on?
Good. It's been hot.
Yeah.
Girl, it has been so hot. I actually went for a walk with my father-in-law today, but it was so hot. It was just so hot. I got home and I realized my face was like beet red and I was just sweating. I was like, oh my gosh, before we even got on here, I had a little bit of makeup on earlier. Before we even got on here, I was like, oh man, I need to shower. I need to shower and cool down. So, other than that though, just keeping myself busy. I have some of my family coming down on Friday, so that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. And just living the life, working away, trying to clean the house and just getting it done. How about you? What's a life's update for you?
You know, last weekend I had a yard sale to try to make a little bit of extra money to get a new laptop. My laptop's probably about like 5-6 years old. And I did a decent job. I mean, I was happy with what I made. I wish I would have made a little bit more because I did work very, really hard. Very, really hard. Cool. But yeah. Other than that, it's just been really hot. Trying to stay cool. Our upstairs still does not have air conditioning, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. But yeah, I'm just living the life.
Good. Yeah, it's just been a crazy week. It's already, well, we're almost halfway through the work week. Thank goodness, because, whew, I don't know. I had a bad feeling about this week, but surprisingly, it's better than thought. But let's go ahead and get into our first segment. What is in your cup? Nikki, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking some good old green tea in a rainbow cup.
I like that. That's fancy. I really like that.
It's supposed to be a wine glass, but your girl doesn't drink a lot of wine, so it's my green tea glass. I put it on this nice Bath and Body Works candle topper, if you want to call it that, because I don't have any coasters in my office.
That is great. You gotta innovate. And honestly, it's better than getting freaking ring circles on your table, because that is annoying. That is so annoying. And then I am drinking out of a Turvis tonight. I just have my C1 that has a purple lid, and I'm having Body Armor. This is like a healthy drink that is supposed to have a whole bunch of really healthy stuff in it. So after you work out or after you just have a long day and you feel like you need a pick-me-up, this one, I believe this is an orange and mango one. I'm not usually a huge fan of mango, but this is pretty good. Excuse me. And when it's really hot out and you fill this thing up with ice and drink some of this, it makes you feel tip-top shape. So that is what we are having tonight. So sit back, grab your cup with us, grab a drink, grab a snack, hang out with us for the next, well, we don't know how long, probably about an hour or so, and just listen along as we answer some questions that some of our fans and family have sent to us.
Yeah, and guys, so before we start, I want to address the video we just posted. It would be Tuesday, so yesterday, which is today, which is so weird. Anyway, this podcast stuff is a little confusing. Cass, what was it like having Ryan do your makeup and him being on the vlog/podcast for the first time?
It was crazy. It was fun. It was really cool. I highly recommend anybody that has a significant other, if you want to do something that's kind of fun and silly but isn't harmless, go ahead and just ask them to do your makeup, because it's just funny seeing them in an element that they're not used to. It was really fun. And yeah, that was Ryan's debut on our channel. Between him working all the time and he's kind of shy on camera, it was really nice to finally get him on there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Our final looks were crazy. Nikki, would you wear what Justin did on your face in public?
Absolutely not.
I don't think I would either.
I mean, I do have to say, like, Ryan did really good with your eyeshadow, honestly. Like, it needed blended, but, like, he did a pretty good job. Justin's, on the other hand, I mean, he tried his best. He did.
I love him.
It was just a mess.
I mean, I guess it's good that, well, I was going to say, I guess it's good that they've done makeup, so now they understand why it takes us so long to get ready, because Ryan's like, I understand, like, after we had the video done and everything, he was like, I totally understand why it takes you a while to get ready to go out, because there are so many steps. He's like, I can't believe how many steps there are to makeup. And anybody out there that does their own makeup, yeah, there is a lot of stuff that goes into it. So yeah, just go ahead and ask somebody. It doesn't even have to be a significant other. It could be a brother or your dad or anybody in your family or anybody, a friend, and just see if they'll do your makeup and just see how many, laughs you can get out of it, because it was a great experience. I'm happy we did it.
So I say we should have Shad do your makeup when he comes down next.
He definitely would.
I feel like that would be hilarious.
I know he would. And the funny thing about that is, like, me and my brother bounce off of each other really well. So I'm sure that would just be extremely, I hope, be a train wreck. But maybe we'll try to do that while he's down here.
Oh.
Good idea.
But guys, I guess we should get into our video for tonight. So Cass and I both I posted on our podcast / vlog account on Instagram asking you guys for some questions. Cass posted on her Facebook. I shared her post on Facebook, and I posted on my personal Instagram. And I'm just gonna say, go Cass's family and friends, because you freaking knocked it out of the park. Honestly. Like, I think Justin asked us a question, which is awesome. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you.
But, like, come on, my friends. Get on it. You can do this. Don't be afraid. We will 100% answer any questions you have. You could have asked us, like, oh, what color is the sky? And we would have answered your question.
We would have answered it, and we would have made it entertaining for you guys. Yes, thank you to all my family and friends that commented. And yeah, guys, don't be afraid. Like, any question, anything, we're happy to answer. I know there are a couple of people that like the status that didn't comment anything, and I was really hoping they were going to comment, but it's okay, guys. I understand. But yeah, don't be afraid to reach out to us. We always enjoy hearing things from people and just interacting with everybody. So I am very excited to see what we come up with for some of these answers, because some of the questions might be a little hard.
I agree. So should we start with the ones that were on our podcast Instagram?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Okay, so the one question that was on our podcast Instagram was from Cassidy's mom. Thank you, Stacy.
Hey.
And she asked, name your top 5 favorite foods. So, Cass, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I am going to choose, let's see, top 5. Okay. So, one of my very, very favorite foods, and don't call me out on this, guys. Don't think I'm weird for this. But one of my favorite foods in the world is hot dogs. I love hot dogs. Like, I freaking love hot dogs. That's all I have to say about it. It's just, I love hot dogs. So I'm going to put hot dogs up there. I'm going to put sushi up there, which is probably another one that a lot of people are probably going to think I'm weird for. What else do I really like? I love lasagna. I love any type of pasta. We're just going to throw that out there. Any type of pasta, especially the Domino's pasta bowls. Nikki, we've talked about those.
I love Domino's pasta bowls.
So good. I really, really like quesaritos from Taco Bell. I really like those, and any Chinese food, but especially General Tso's chicken.
Good
So
choice.
good. So
Good
good.
choice.
But I think those are like my top 5. But I love all kinds of food. Like, I'm a foodie. So
Same.
if you can't tell, I am. No shame. But yeah, I love all sorts of foods. If you guys have any food recommendations, let us know down below. But Nikki, what about you? What are your favorites?
Okay, so my favorites are definitely I make this shredded chicken and gravy over mashed potatoes, and then Justin and I put it over like make it an open face sandwich on a piece of bread. It's so good. I could honestly eat
Delicious.
that every night for dinner if Justin would let me. But
Just
it has everything I like: gravy, chicken, and mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
So that's one. A chicken teriyaki sub from Subway with pickles and extra mayo.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Trying to think. This is a hard question.
I know. I was like,
crab legs. Crab legs are so good.
they're so good. Now, do you like eating them? Like, do you like taking them apart? Or do you wish you could just eat them, like, without any of the struggle?
I honestly like taking them apart. I'm really good at it. Like, you have to have the perfect, like, technique down, and I think I got that.
Okay. Impressive. I'm impressed. I suck at it.
So what, I need 2 more. Chicken Alfredo.
Yes.
Anything Alfredo really is, like, amazing. And I'm going to have to go with the cheesy garlic bread from Domino's.
Ooh, that's good too.
Oh, but that's hard because, like, then I want to say pizza too because, like, I could literally eat pizza every day.
Pizza is good. Pizza's good. Ryan loves pizza. Ryan's the same way. Ryan could literally have pizza every single day of his life, and he would never complain about it, ever.
So I think I'm going to take away the chicken Alfredo and put in pizza.
Okay. Good choices. Those are some solid choices. Now I'm starting to get hungry.
See.
Anybody that's out there listening, well, you guys will be hearing this tomorrow, technically today, send food.
Send food. We like food.
We like food. Okay, so what else did we get on our Instagram?
Okay, so our Instagram, there were no more questions, but there were 2 like comments, and one person said they disappeared or else I would show you.
Oh no.
But one said, what was it? It was like, "Oh, I hope you're doing well," or something like that. And the other one was like, "Hey, if you want to work with me for video or photography, hit me up. I like working with talented people." So thank you for calling us talented. Yeah, it means a lot.
Thank you for interacting with us, strangers. We love you guys. That's very funny.
Definitely.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I guess we'll go ahead and just go on to my original Facebook post. And I guess let's just start. Let's do it backwards. Let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top. So, our most recent question, Nikki, is from your hubby. It is favorite / most addictive video game of all time. I feel like I know what you're gonna say for this one.
So this is really hard because, like, I go through phases of video games where I'll play something for a really long time and then I'll get sick of it and then I'll play something else for a really long time. But I have to say the one game I always go back to is Sims.
I knew that's what you were going to say. I had a feeling.
Yeah, like Sims 3 was amazing, but I can't get myself to go back to Sims 3 after playing Sims 4 just because, I don't know, you get used to the graphics in Sims 4 and the more recent hairstyles and outfit choices that playing Sims 3 just doesn't do it anymore like it used to.
Sims 3 was so good.
So good.
That was so good. So good.
Sims 4 needs to, like, step up their game. Like, add cars, make babies not look like aliens. But, yeah. That's the one I'm going to say. What about you?
That's a hard one. Okay. There were a couple in the running, which Animal Crossing gets an honorable mention because I love that game. The original on GameCube, the GameCube version. But, oh man, this is hard. I'm going to have to go with Mario Party 4 for the GameCube. That game is something that Shad and I have played forever. Like, if we want to play a game, it's like, all right, what do you want to play? All right, let's play Mario Party. Which one? Let's do Mario Party 4. Mario Party 4, we just have so many memories playing that game. It's just so good. And for anyone that doesn't know what Mario Party is, it's basically like a board game style video game. You play mini games, and there are little items you can get, and you collect stars across the board. It's just so much fun. Man, I miss the old days. Don't get me wrong, I love all the new games. I do. But, like, there's something about the old games that just feels nostalgic. It's just nostalgic, and it makes me feel like a kid again. Now I'm sad.
That's funny that you say that because, like, most recently, so I used to play Harvest Moon all the time when I was younger. My brother had it on his computer, even though it was, like, for the, my gosh, the Game Boy. It was for the Game Boy, but he had a Game Boy converter on his computer that he would let me play all the time, and I put hours into that game. Well, fast forward like 12 years, and here I am again, like, addicted to Harvest Moon, and they just came out with a new Harvest Moon for the Switch, which I have been very addicted to lately.
Is it fun? How is it?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I love it. I love that you can be a girl instead of just a boy now. And you can, like, try to marry boys or girls. Like, it doesn't, like, you can pick either or, whether you're a boy or a girl. They added animals. So, like, before you could only have chickens, cows, and sheep. Now you can have white chickens, brown chickens, regular cow, chocolate cow, strawberry cow, fruit cow. Okay. Alpacas, bunnies, and I'm pretty sure you get a dog somewhere too, which in the original you start with a dog, and in this one I feel like you get one somewhere in there.
Oh man. Yeah, because in the original you were a man and you had to choose which woman you wanted to marry.
Yep.
I was always like, why the heck do I have to be a boy? I was like, why the heck can't I be a girl?
What girl did you always go after? Did you, like, have a certain one?
Honestly, usually the blonde. I think she was the one that worked at the farm, at her parents' farm, I think. That's
her parents own, like, the grocery store that you went to?
Yes.
Yep. That's Karen.
I married Karen. How about you go for her too?
I went after Anne. She's, like, the redhead with the braids. Her dad owned, like, the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then the brunette, did she work at the bar, or or at the
hospital?
Yes, it was something like that. But there was a brunette, and I never chose her ever.
There was, like, there's, like, a brunette and a girl with black hair. So the girl with black hair is the librarian. And I never choose her just because I don't like her character.
Yeah, straight up I didn't either.
And then I liked the girl that played, like, the nurse, but I don't know. Like, it was just one of those things, like, you picked a girl and then you stuck to that person.
Exactly. It doesn't, at least with me, it was like every single time I was like, oh, I have to marry Karen. I was like, I have to be faithful to my woman.
Which is so funny now, because in the new one, like I said, you can be a girl and you get to pick a guy now. So I went into it thinking, like, which guy am I going to pick? Because I'm not used to this at all. I ended up going with the blacksmith's grandson. His name's Gray. He's, like, blonde hair. I don't know if you would know.
Serious. Yes. But that's crazy. Yeah. Harvest Moon's great. For any of you that haven't played Harvest Moon, go check it out. It's so much fun. It's like one of those relaxing. I feel like Harvest Moon is one of those games where it's relaxing. It's not one of those games like, oh my gosh, I have to beat the boss and go to the next boss and go to the next boss, not box. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Nikki, do you want to go to the next question?
Sure, I could talk about Harvest Moon forever, so.
Oh, girl, right? Okay. So this next one is from my old elementary school teacher, Kathy. I won't say her last name. That's so weird calling her by her first name. She said, "What is your favorite color?"
Oh. So my favorite color is blue, but not just like any blue. It's like I guess it would be like a turquoise, like baby blue color, but it's not like a light blue, it's not a dark blue. It's like somewhere in the middle. So if you guys have seen my wedding pictures, the color of the bridesmaids dresses that my girls wore is my favorite color.
I love that color. It's so pretty. It reminds me of like the ocean, like the clear ocean water. Oh, man, I would love to go back to the beach. But that's a good choice. And my favorite color is pink. I like almost like a Barbie pink. I also like light pink though. I'm not huge on fuchsia, but I like Barbie pink. I can't tell you how many times, guys, I went and got my nails done, and I would either choose like a blush pink or that Barbie pink every single time. Every single time. Like, no question about it. And it's like, it was the perfect color because it matches a lot of things. But, yeah, good choice. And good question, Kathy, if you're listening to this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. And then we have my Grandma Jeannie coming up with the killer question of the night. What do you think about the hot weather?
Oh, Grandma Jeannie, that is a great question. Especially for a girl that has no air conditioning upstairs in her house.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nikki. You don't deserve that.
You know, I hate to complain because, like, during the winter, you get so cold and you're like, oh, I hate the snow. I can't wait for it to be hot outside. I can't wait to go swimming and blah, 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 blah. Well, it might be hot, but it rains all the time. So going swimming is kind of hard. But I hate the hot weather. Like 60s, 70s is like my perfect temperature.
Yes, I love 70s. I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect. 80s, I can tolerate 80s. But when we hit that 90, like high 80s, 90 mark, oh my God. Like today, oh my God. I was like dying. And it's like the shade makes it a little bit better, but it's still so freaking hot. And the thing about coming down here in the South, our winter was nothing. It was nothing. Like, it got to like 40 degrees, and people were thinking it was freezing cold. And we both went to Clarion University, where we had to go to class in feet of snow and ice.
Yeah.
So this was nothing down here. I mean, I do prefer the hot weather over the cold, though. But I don't know. I like when it's that hot 80. The 80s is good. But when we're getting 85, 90s, I'll just stay inside. It's like, oh, I can't.
Have I ever told the story of the ice storm in Clarion that one time? I don't remember.
I don't know if you have on here.
Okay. So, guys, at Clarion University, most of it is uphill, if you didn't know. Like, the dorms and stuff are uphill. Ooh. The campus is downhill. Okay, so there was an ice storm. We still had class. So I walked to class. It wasn't that bad. I was in there for probably about an hour. I came out, and there was ice all over the sidewalks. They literally didn't touch anything. So I'm walking uphill to my dorm room, and as I get to the steep hill, I start walking up it, and I start sliding back down the hill.
Oh,
and
no.
I walk up, and I slide back down. I did that probably about 5 times before I was like, I'm just going to walk in the snow.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Clarion took horrible care of their sidewalks.
Horrible. I fell multiple times on that campus. Yeah.
And it was funny because people didn't even look and laugh because it was just so common that people just slid. Like, I was embarrassed, but it wasn't horrible. It's like, Clarion, do better.
There was one time I remember I was walking to class, and I had my Ugg boots on, which, if you girls wear Ugg boots, or guys, you know that there is no traction whatsoever on those, but They were cute and they kept my feet warm, so I wore them. And I'm walking downhill to my class and I slipped and fell right on my butt, and I looked at my roommate Rachel and I was like, I'm going home. Not today. I mean, granted, she talked me out of it and I did end up going to class, but I was like so over it. I was like, I'm going home.
Today. You're like, I can't do this today. Yeah, no. There were a couple of times my last year of college, I lived in it was off property housing, but it was still really close to all the on campus rooms. And there was like 2 flights of steps that I had to take to get to the sidewalk to walk up the hill up towards Valley View and Campus View. And I can just remember the manager of the apartment complex that I lived in just sometimes didn't shovel the stairs. So there were times where I saw the stairs, I said, no, I'm not doing it. And I did go home. I said, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And like my car was all the way down on the Suites on Main bottom parking lot. I was like, there's no way I'm walking all the way down there to get my car to park on campus so I can get a ticket. I was like, I'm not doing this today. So, yeah, not fun. Not fun. But hot weather is just, if it's tolerable, if it's nice hot, we like it. But this hot weather we're going through right now, womp, womp, womp.
My back is killing me from sleeping on the couch downstairs.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I mean, that's why I have a friend that's a chiropractor, which, guys, my friend just bought his own business. I want to say it's Delhunty Wellness something chiropractic. It's in St. Mary's. If you need a good chiropractor, hit him up. So
good for him. Way to go. Way to go. Okay. So would you like me to tell our listeners what your mom said, or do you want to maybe keep that do you think, maybe we'll do that podcast? What do you think?
I think we tell them, and then I think we might do it.
So Deb, hey, she had this great idea, and this is what she commented. She said, how about do a craft together for your homes? Like a decorative frame with a picture you want, but don't show it to each other until your podcast. Not a question, but show and tell. You know me, I like it difficult. Heart emoji, heart emoji. Deb, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
Like a craft episode, like a DIY episode.
Mom, I don't know where you come up with these ideas, but I mean, that's a really good one. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Deb, for commenting.
And my mom always comes in with the strong emojis on her Facebook posts, so thank you for that too.
Yes, her emoji game is strong. I love when she uses the little rainbows and the hearts together. Deb is just a queen. We love Deb. Thank you again, Deb. Miss you, love you. Hope I see you soon. Okay, so now we have my brother being extra like always, and he commented 4 questions. I don't know if we're going to answer the one, just because the one's just straight up ridiculous.
Get it, Shad. I love a guy that can comment a bunch of questions.
Right. Okay, so here we go. Favorite Disney World rides?
Rides, like plural? Should we do like 3? Let's do 3.
Okay, top 3.
Okay, so my first favorite is Soarin', hands down.
Fire ride. Great choice. Excellent.
The next one would have to be Frozen Forever After.
I love that.
Me too. And then the third one, I think, has to be Peter Pan's Flight.
Classic. Those are great. Now, did you ride all those on your honeymoon?
I did.
Good.
I rode them all. Actually, I rode Soarin' for the first time on my honeymoon the day we were leaving, because I was so afraid, because I'm like not a heights person, and it just made me nervous. Well, we did it, and I was like, let's go again.
It's amazing. That ride is just crazy. That ride's amazing. I mean, it's mind-blowing. I don't blame you for putting that on your top list. I really don't. Okay, I'll go ahead. So my number 1 all-time favorite ride ever is Tower of Terror with my dad. That 100% is my favorite ride of all time. The day they change that ride, or the day they take that ride away, which, knocking on wood, they don't. I'm boycotting Disney. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to cry. So Tower of Terror is my number 1, which leads me to my number 2 is Splash Mountain, which is being renovated. I'm salty about it. But I believe that they'll do a wonderful job like the Imagineers always do, and they'll make it beautiful. So that is my number 2. And I always have a hard time coming up with a third one just because there are so many rides that I just love. So I guess we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pick. Man, that's a hard one. I'm going to go Space Mountain. We'll go with Space Mountain for that one, which is great. I actually, I think I've talked about this before. I got Shad to ride that. He hates roller coasters, and that actually ended up being his favorite ride ever. So, Shad, if you're listening, thanks for trying that ride with me. Also, another fun fact, I offered him a crisp $100 bill to ride Tower of Terror with me one time, and he said no. So, he's never going to ride. I have a feeling he's never going to ride that with me.
Oh my, I would have wrote it for $100.
I had a $100 bill in front of his face, and I said, I will give you this if you ride this with me one time. He said, no, I'm not doing it. I said, all right. All right.
Wow.
My dad's like, I'll take the 100. I said, no, you're riding it with me anyway.
For real, though.
Shad, if you're listening, congratulations, you played yourself. Okay, so here's another one, and this is going to be another hard one. Top 5. What are your top 5 Disney movies?
Oh, man. This is really hard. Like, there's so many good movies, honestly.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll say Hercules.
Yes.
Tangled.
Yes.
And this is where it gets hard. Beauty and the Beast. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know what else to pick. Meet the Robinsons, I feel like, is such an underrated but such a good movie.
It really is.
And then my last one, I'm going to have to go, and I might take this back, but I'm going to have to go with the Aristocats. I love the Aristocats.
I haven't watched that in years. I haven't watched that movie in years.
It has been one of my favorites for so long, so I might go back on it, but right now those are my top 5 that I can think of.
Okay. Good choices, Nikki. Good choices. I'm going to go ahead. My number one favorite movie is The Little Mermaid, but Cinderella is my favorite princess. So I'm going to go Little Mermaid, Cinderella. Oh man, it is hard. I'm going to go Mulan, which I'm very mad there's no Mulan ride.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Or any sort of Mulan, like, other than a meet and greet. Also, why isn't Li Shang available to meet?
Right?
I would meet him.
Right? He would be like a Tarzan meet and greet.
Right?
I think Tarzan was the best in Disney World.
Okay.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hi, 11. I don't know if I talked about this on here. I don't think I did. He stepped on a nail or something, and he has a hole in between 2 of his paws. So he's healing up from that. So we have, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Mulan. Oh, man, this is hard. Okay. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, that's a good one.
Super underrated. And, oh, man, I have like a million for this one. I think I'm going to go with Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast is such a good one. You know another Disney movie that is so underrated that nobody talks about anymore?
What one?
Brother Bear.
Oh my god, Brother Bear. See, even I forgot about it.
I love Brother Bear. Like, it's such a good, like, heartwarming movie. He's like,
yes, it is. It is so good. I don't understand why it has such small ratings. Like, guys, let me do this real quick. Let me tell you what Brother Bear's rating is.
And if you guys have never watched it, please give it, like, a watch, definitely.
Oh, yes. Okay, so out of 10, Nikki, what do you think IMDb gave Brother Bear?
What do I think they gave it? A 6.
Close, 6.8.
Ooh.
But listen to this crap. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 37%. And
Why?
Metacritic gave it a 48%.
Why?
I have no idea. I guess people just don't have taste in movies. That makes me really sad.
Literally, though, the movie Brave, and I'm not hating on Brave. Like, I like Merida. She's a cool princess. They literally stole the plot for Brother Bear and just remade it as a princess movie.
Oh my god. They did, didn't they?
It makes me so mad.
They really did. Yikes. Disney, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What is happening right now? Because I'm confused.
So, I think we should do the next question that Shad wrote. The top Shad moment. Or moments. I think you should go first since you're his sister.
Okay. Oh man, how am I even supposed to pick? Okay, I'll give you guys a couple. So the number one Shad moment, well, not the number one Shad moment, but when I was 5 years old and he was born, the very first time I ever saw my brother in the flesh, he peed on me. So thanks, bro. That's one of my good moments with him. Another moment with Shad. See, I don't even know how to choose. I don't even know how to choose. I can't even pick because there's just so many. One time he called Subway because I was too lazy to do it, so I put in an online order, and I accidentally forgot to say what bread I wanted and that I wanted it toasted, but I was too lazy to call, and that's why I was down here, right? And I said to Shad, I said, will you please call Subway and tell them I want Italian herbs and cheese bread and I want it toasted? And he's like, why don't you do it? And I was like, well, I don't really want to. And he's like, fine, I'll do it. So he called and forgot to ask for the order number. So he called and said he'd call him back and did that for me. I guess it's not really a top Shad moment, but he's loyal. He's loyal. He'll do anything I ask him to do. So he's just... And all the times he's got my charger for me upstairs because I was too lazy to go get it.
Oh, that's a good brother right there.
I can't choose, guys. There's just so many. There's so many. How about you, Nikki? Do you have one?
Yes, I do, actually. It was one of your birthday parties. It was you, me, and our friend Melissa. We had a sleepover at Cassidy's house. And it was Shad and one of his friends were there. And they were like in elementary school and we were in middle school. Or no, were we in high school?
I think we were in 9th grade.
Okay, so we were in 9th grade and they were still in elementary school, I believe. So I remember we were like, oh, let's go play basketball out back. So we're throwing the basketball and I remember Shad saying, if I make this, you have to give me a kiss on the cheek. And I was like, fine. And I, to this day, do not remember if he made it or not, because I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. It was great.
Shad, you're crazy. He's hilarious. If you guys ever need somebody that'll just crack you up, get a hold of my brother, because he's funny.
He is. He's like one of the funniest people I think I've ever met.
I love him. I can't wait to see him. Shad, you're coming for me on Friday. Yeah, running down here. He's walking all the way down here. No, I'm joking. He won't get here until next year at his rate. But yeah, we love you, Shad. Thank you for all your comments. Did he leave one more comment, Nick?
He did. He said top 5 McDonald's items.
Oh, top 5 McDonald's items. All right. Do you want me to go first, Nick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Coming in clutch for the number 1 is the chicken McNugget.
Ooh.
Coming in clutch for the number 2 is the large fries, just fresh out of the little fryer.
Yes.
Coming in for the number 3 is the McChicken with pickle and extra mayo. Coming in, hitting us up with the number 4 is the buttermilk crispy chicken. And hitting us up with the number 5 is the Oreo McFlurry.
Ooh. That was a good list, and you thought of that, like, really quick.
That's so sad.
That's hilarious.
I love me some McDonald's. I'm kind of sick of it right now, though, but.
Same. All right, guys. So McDonald's is not my favorite, but
Here we go.
I normally get like the same thing while I go there. So my number one is a double cheeseburger with no onions.
Ooh, that sounds fire.
French fries right out of the fryer, just like you said. A vanilla milkshake.
Ooh.
That is legit my order, like right there. Vanilla milkshake, fries, and a double cheeseburger with no onions.
That sounds so good, though.
I think the next one would have to be a double quarter pounder with no onions.
Those are good.
And then number 5 is their sweet tea.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm getting rid of the buttermilk chicken. It is cut, and sweet tea is going in replace of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, McDonald's sweet tea is so good. It's so bad for you.
So bad.
So good.
It has so much sugar in it.
It really does. I actually remember one time McDonald's, it was one summer, McDonald's did peach sweet teas. So they would add peach to the sweet teas. And I didn't think I was going to like it just because I like regular sweet tea. Well, it was so good. And they've never put it back on the menu. So, hi, Eleven. Are you going to come up?
Joy's like dreaming and panting right now. She's like,
oh. Come up here.
If you guys hear that, that's Joy. What's our next question? Shad, thank you for all of your questions. Those are awesome.
Yeah, thank you for participating, Shad. You are always helping us out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the next one is from my Mama Linda. Thank you for always interacting with us, Mama. It is, what is your favorite homemade meal?
Oh.
So, homemade meal.
So does this have to be like a meal that we make or a meal that like our moms or dads or whatever made?
I also think it could be something that somebody else has made for you.
Okay. So I have mine. My mom, and I might like this so much because I never get to eat it unless Justin's not around. But my mom makes this roast and it's so good.
That sounds good.
And when she makes real mashed potatoes with it, and then she makes like a gravy out of the roast. Like stuff. Oh, it's so good. So good. And then she also, and it's only on New Year's, but she does pork, homemade mashed potatoes, and oh my gosh, what's that stuff that you eat on New Year's Eve?
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Thank you. And I mix it all together, and it's so good.
Oh, man, that sounds delicious. Nikki, that is so funny you said that because my mom had that for dinner tonight. She did hot dogs with sauerkraut and mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
I want sauerkraut. Listen to this.
I'm coming over for some.
The South is so weird. I'm sorry to anybody that listens to this that's from the South. The South, these people around here have never heard of pierogies. They've never heard of kielbasi. They've never heard of haluski. And they just don't have sauerkraut with pork on New Year's.
What do they have?
Nothing. They don't even celebrate. Like, they just, Happy New Year. Next day, just have cereal or something.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Weird, right? So weird.
That's so weird.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm ready. I told Ryan, I was like, I'm ready for some pork and sauerkraut. He's like, ready for what? I was like, what? We both continually kept saying what to each other. Like, he's like, I've never heard of that before. That must be some Yankee thing. I said, yeah, dang tootin'. It's a Yankee thing.
Dang tootin'.
So he understood me. Dang tootin'.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Anybody from the South that's listening, I love you and I love living here. You guys just need to get more cultured with your pierogies because,
pierogies are amazing.
Amazing. Pierogies are life. I guess I should go ahead and say about my homemade meal. We got off topic a little bit with those pierogies. Dang you. Okay, so this is a mashup for me. Or a toss-up, sorry. I really love Thanksgiving dinner because my mom makes stuffing balls that are so good, and my mom makes delicious gravy. It is so good. It's between that and my dad's pancakes. What?
Oh my gosh, your dad's pancakes are to die for.
They are so good. And all he does is uses Bisquick, so I guess it's not really homemade, but my guy does, I don't know what he does, but he must have
adds a magical, yeah, he has like the magic touch or something. His mashed potatoes are literally, mashed potatoes? His pancakes are the best pancakes I've ever ate in my entire life, and I've had a lot of pancakes.
They're so good. Oh man. Dad, if you're listening to this, thank you.
Next time you're home, I'm like coming over and your dad can make us pancakes for dinner.
Or I'll have my dad come over to your place and make pancakes at your place.
That'd be awesome.
I'm obsessed. Yes, great question, Mama. Thank you for participating. You the real one. Let's see what else we have here. All right, did you want to go ahead and say the next one, Nick?
Sure.
Oh, sweet.
So, are we doing that one, Yeah, I'll do it. The best day of your life, and that was asked by Chelsea. Is that a girl you work with?
Yes, I work with Chelsea. She's a sweetie. She's really sweet. I love her. Okay, the best day of my life. Again, this is hard. I have a lot of best days in my life. I don't even know how to choose. But I guess I'm gonna do like my top favorite days. I guess meeting Ryan and Fantasmic Line would be one of my favorites, and getting married would be one of my favorites. And man, I don't know. That's hard.
This is a hard question.
The wedding day is a good one, so I think I'm gonna go with wedding day. And also going to Hawaii was amazing too. Like I wouldn't trade that for anything.
I couldn't imagine. That'd be amazing.
I'm gonna say our wedding day plus Hawaii, because I can't pick just one.
Right. No, I agree 100%.
Oh, and the day my brother was born too.
What was it?
I said, and the day my brother was born too.
Oh, you guys are so cute. I'm gonna have to say my wedding day for sure, because it was literally in every aspect it was perfect. And the next best day was on our honeymoon, and I've talked about this a billion times, but literally it was magical. Justin and I went to a Halloween party in Disney World, and we were literally almost by ourselves, and nothing yet has topped that day. So definitely amazing.
Those are good choices, Nick.
Yeah. Oh.
Can you say hi, love? He got a new collar. He looks handsome.
He does look handsome. I guess I should put in there like the day we got Joy, because I was like so happy.
Yeah. Aww. You really were. You were so excited.
I have wanted a corgi, guys, for like years.
Literally.
And the day that Justin and I went to go pick her up, well, we weren't sure we were gonna get a dog. But as soon as I saw her, I fell in love, and we brought her home, and it was amazing. And she's literally my baby, honestly. Even though she's a pain in the ass.
Oh, a real quick fun story. So Mike, my father-in-law, and I saved a baby bunny today from our neighbor's cat.
Oh.
Let me show you guys a picture of this sweet thing.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
So our neighbor's cat was in our backyard, and we pulled in, and it had something. The cat had something. We were like, is it a bird? Is it like a mole? Like, what is it? But it was like a little bit bigger, and it was soft. And Mike was like, I think that's a rabbit. I was like, oh no. So Mike went up and like shooed the cat away from the rabbit, and he, he picked the rabbit up and put him over by our cars. Well, the cat comes darting back to the bunny and tries attacking it again. So we shoo him away again. So he picks up the baby bunny and puts him over the fence so the cat can't get to him. And yeah, that baby bunny really almost died today. Like, it was sad. Oh. It was only like this big.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Go
so
Mike for being a freaking superhero today.
I know, he really was.
Wow. We love a man that can save a bunny.
I know, it was so sad. I was like, it's okay. I hope the bunny is okay.
I hope it is too. Oh man. Okay, well I guess we have one more question. Right?
I think so. I think it was my mom's. Let's see.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Mom asked. Hi, Mom. What were your 5 favorite moments of your wedding and reception?
So are we just lumping them together then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay.
Okay. So my number 1 moment was, well, not number 1. I guess I'm not going to number these from like best to, first through 5th. But one of my favorite moments is my dad's reaction when he saw me in my dress, which your dad's was really sweet too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Ryan's vows, when he cried during his vows. That really got me. My papa Leo. Okay, so for those of you that don't really know me too well, unfortunately 2 of my grandpas have passed away. So my mom's dad and my mama's husband last, which was basically my grandpa. He was my grandpa. Both of them have passed away, and my papa Leo during the dollar dance was slow dancing with me, and he said, I brought two men to dance with you, and they wanted me to tell you that they're so proud of you and that they love you.
Oh my gosh, I'm like tearing up.
I know. I was like, I was not expecting that.
I'm literally tearing up right now. That is so cute.
I know. I was not expecting it. Yep. So that, my Papa Leo saying that's definitely one up there. What's another one? The photo booth. I had a great time with our photo booth, and I'm also gonna say shoving cake in Ryan's face. That was very satisfying. So my father and daughter dance too.
Your father-daughter dance was literally amazing.
Thank you.
It was so good.
Thank you. But yeah, those are my top 5 or 6 moments of the wedding out of a million. But what about you, Nikki?
So I'm just gonna do chronological order. So my first favorite part was getting ready with all of my girls, and I had wrote them all letters the day before, and I asked them to write me a letter so I could read it while I was getting ready for the wedding. Well, not only did I have my girls write me letters, but I also had my mom, my dad, and my stepdad Coon, he's very important to me. And I read them while I was getting my hair done, and I'm literally over there bawling my eyes out. And it was so special because I got to read those things that you don't always say to each other, So, and I get to keep those forever. So I love them. I cry every time I read them. But that was one of my favorites. Then my next favorite was walking down the aisle and seeing Justin. Just we literally, Justin and I don't do well being apart. We are literally connected at the hip a lot of the time. So not being able to see him for a day, not being able to sleep with him at night and waking up to him was weird for me. And then walking down the aisle and seeing him, and I gave him a pin that was my grandma's, and I was very, very close with my grandma, and he had it on his suit jacket. So that made me cry watching that. My next, what was that, 2? Yeah. My third one would be watching my nieces walk down the aisle because, oh my gosh, were they so cute.
Mm-hmm. They really were.
They're growing up so fast, and it's crazy to me, but my one niece was my mini maid of honor, and she held my bouquet for me during the wedding. She stood next to me, and just having her there was very important to me. Number 4 would be, this is hard.
I know, it's hard to kind of put them in order.
Trying to think. Number 4 would have to be just the dollar dance. I feel like the dollar dance was so nice to like get to talk to everybody, and it was a good way to like get to talk to everybody that day, but not have to sacrifice my time on the dance floor, because that's what I wanted to do for my wedding, was like enjoy the dances and enjoy taking pictures in the photo booth, which I did a lot of both. And then number 5 would just be leaving the reception, knowing that everybody had a great time, and Justin and I going to our hotel, which had like a balcony over the Tannery Dam, if you guys know what that is. It's very pretty, but we stood on the balcony and just looked out there for a while, and it was really special. And then we went to McDonald's because we were both hungry.
I love it.
So
that's great.
Those are my top 5 from that day.
I love them. That pin that you gave him for his jacket gets me in the feels every single time.
It was definitely, that made me cry that day for sure, because if you guys, anybody that knew my grandma, she was so special, and not being able to have her there was very hard for me that day, and knowing that he had a piece of her was very, very special. So
aww, that's so sweet. Dang, we both had like some real warming moments.
Definitely.
Man,
but
too bad.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, too bad every year we can't just have a reception anniversary party.
Right? I agree. I think that should be a thing. I wanted to go back to Disney so bad this year, but with COVID and everything, it wouldn't have happened anyway.
Thanks, Corona. You ruined everything.
For real, though.
Corona really has ruined every single one of my plans I had for this year. Well, almost every single one of them. Whatever.
Yeah. So Justin and I wanted to go to like these treehouse cabins for our first anniversary, because I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And yep, that didn't happen. We stayed home and ordered Red Lobster. That was about it.
I think that makes for a good night, though.
Yeah.
Red Lobster. Oh, that sounds so good. Here I am drooling over food that I can't have.
Same.
But I think that kind of wraps it up for the Q&As.
Definitely. Thank you, everybody that asked us questions. It's highly appreciated. Yeah.
And this was super fun. Like, I'm sure we'll do this again, because I really enjoyed this a lot. I think it was fun for us. Next time, I hope that we get some more questions from, some different people. If you're listening to this podcast and you follow us on our social media, next time we do this, we'll be sure to make another post like we did today. And please, please, please interact with us, ask us questions, because it gives us just such a fun night, just being able to enjoy each other's company and
definitely
hearing each other's answers and all that fun stuff. So, and to the people that did comment, thank you so much. This is just always so much fun. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about tonight?
I just want to say thank you, everybody that asked us questions. It's nice to talk about, have you guys learn more about us, I guess. So yeah, that's why this episode was so much fun. Definitely don't make sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go subscribe to our podcast. Go subscribe to our YouTube. We post our video podcasts and vlogs. So if you're listening to our podcast and you enjoy listening to it, make sure you head over to our YouTube and check out our vlogs as well, because we just posted, like I said, the best vlog. Our husbands did our makeup, and you are not going to want to miss that one. It's so funny.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. And I don't really have a rant of the day. I don't really have a rant of the day, because I pretty much ranted at the beginning saying nobody commented on my stuff.
Yeah, what the heck, guys? What the heck? My rant of the day is why the heck did dishes freaking pile up so fast?
For real, though.
So fast. It's like, I clean my kitchen. Everything looks great. I wash the sink out, all that stuff. I make one meal, and 17 dishes are dirty. And it's like, I have to do it all over again. It makes me insane.
So angry. I feel that.
There needs to be like a dishwashing fairy that comes through and washes your dishes for you while you sleep. Ugh.
Oh my, well, I am tired. I don't know about you.
Yes, me too. It's past 9 o'clock here for us tonight, which means it is close to my bedtime because, I can't go without 8-9 hours of sleep for work tomorrow. So, like Nikki said, follow us on all of our social media and listen to us on all the podcast platforms. Thank you guys for being with us tonight. We love doing this. Let us know down below what you want to hear, what you want to see, any sort of recommendations, all that fun stuff. Let us know. We are more than happy to kind of cater to you guys and just do what you guys want us to do.
Yeah, we love hearing from you guys. We love making this podcast and our vlogs and everything. And I know I complain about people not answering me, but I think it's so amazing that we have 16 subscribers on YouTube, 42 followers on Instagram, and over 100 people like our page on Facebook. So Thank you to everybody that supports us. It means the world to us. And with that being said, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Cass, and you know what you're listening to. Two Lives, One World.
One World. Talk to you guys next time.
See ya!